Hey everybody! Well, today we're going to take a look at another cool prop replica. So this is the Crystal Skull from Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. So I got this from shopdisney.com. I think you can get it at the Disney parks as well. Comes in this really cool looking box. It looks like a wood crate. I mean, it's cardboard, but it looks really neat the way they did it. Here on this side you can see Indy's silhouette. Kind of has that neat little shiny dual printing. Some interesting writing up here. On the back here, it says Top Secret Army Intel, do not open. This says, what is that? Epic Stunt Spectacular. I think that's a reference to one of the rides at Disney. That's my guess. And on this side, we also have another one of those cool looking things. Here on the top, has the little plane, and it says Temple of the Forbidden Eye. And then on the bottom, kind of a similar thing going on right there. So this is really cool. So this is, I don't think this is full size. If you look at the skull in the movie, it looks pretty large. This looks like it's maybe 3/4 scale is my guess, but I don't know. Anyway, let's open it up and check it out. Okay, so let's just go ahead and open this up down here on the floor. I think it'll be easier. So this just slides off this outer sleeve. Ooh, nice. It says Indiana Jones right there. Oh, look at that. Ah, that's very cool. That's the side that we saw. Look at that. So on the side of the box here it says Crystal Skull with light effect. The legend says that a crystal skull was stolen from Akator in the 15th or 16th century, and that whoever returns the skull to the city temple will be given control over its powers. In Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, the character Irina Spalko would beg to defer, as she believes the skull has extraterrestrial origins and possesses psychic powers. Interdimensional beings are one possible explanation, but an archaeologist might look elsewhere first. To begin with, why might the skull have such an unusual shape? Anthropological studies of real skulls found on Mayan archaeological sites confirms the practice of head shaping. In fact, head shaping of human skulls was a widely spread practice among several cultures, going back to the time of Neanderthals in 5000 BC. Okay, so that's kind of cool. They give you a nice little history about that. Okay, so let's get back to opening this thing. Very curious to see how this looked, because I saw it online, and it looked pretty good. Okay. Got the old styrofoam here. Alright. See, this is going to be an issue, so let me see if I can get this out of here. Okay, so looks like it's all taped. Let's go ahead and cut into this. I'm assuming this is, it's got to be like a resin material is my guess. And the interior of it looked pretty cool. Okay, let's take a look. Ooh. Oh, nice. It comes with batteries too. Ooh, that looks pretty darn cool. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh, that is awesome looking. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Wow, oh my god, this thing is crazy. Ooh. Alright, let me see if I'm in camera here. Wow, oh my gosh, look at that. That is really cool looking. Wow. Okay, I got to get some close-ups of this, because this interior looks incredible. That looks really, really cool. Wow. So, yeah, this looks like it's resin. This looks solid up here. Ooh. Okay, I'm not sure I'm a fan of this. I kind of wish they would have put an acrylic cover or something on there, but ooh, that's really neat. Okay, oh, there's an Indiana Jones thing. Oh, wow, this is beautiful. Okay, let's take a closer look at this thing. Okay, so it does come with the 3 AAA batteries, which is very nice. And the batteries go right in here at the bottom. This panel, now it does have a set screw on it that you can put right in here, which I took out. I'm usually not a fan of these, because if it can just click in place, I'd rather do that. And that's exactly what that does. Alright, so that's good to go. Okay, I'm just going to say right now that this thing is beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm shocked at the quality of it. It looks really good. I mean, it's just It's shiny. The interior, I'm kind of puzzled at how they did that. I'll show you a close-up of it here in just a minute. The way they did this texturing inside here, it looks really, really good. I mean, it looks crazy good. Here's the other side of it. So I do think this is probably about, the movie, it looks maybe about, I guess this might be about a, what, 3/4 size of the actual prop, maybe? Maybe a half, maybe half size. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Because it looks relatively large in the movie. But this is incredible. I mean, look how good all of this looks. The eyes, I will say, I think in the movie the mouth is more open, where the teeth aren't together like that. And they probably did that because it would be easily broken as a product to buy like this versus a prop. That's my guess. No big deal for me. I mean, I'm perfectly fine with that. But this is really cool. Okay, let's get some close-ups of it because you got to see the detail in there. Okay, so let's start with the front here. Looking at the teeth, you can see how nice that all looks. It's very detailed. It looks really good. There's a little bit of an opening right there, like the jawline. Looks like it's all resin. Look at all that detail. Look inside those eyes. That's really cool. See that nice little, it kind of goes into a cloudy looking effect down inside there. It really is cool. I can't even explain the way the interior of it looks. It's kind of odd. So here's the top part, but now if we go around this way, see how this is very solid. This is all solid all the way through. I mean, if I can get the light on here just right, see how that's just solid? It's not like some kind of hollow thing. That's a lot of resin that they use to make this. Around here, you can kind of see how it almost looks like it's underwater. It almost looks like ice underwater. Now look at this cool texturing. If I can get see if I can get some light on here. It's going to have some reflection, and I apologize for that, but see how that is? It's really weird. It's almost like a crumpled plastic or something, but see how it's got that iridescent blue in there? That iridescent color looks really, really nice. Look at the way they did that. And you can see how it goes deeper into the resin down here at the bottom, and then near the top it's kind of more closer to the surface. That looks so cool. That looks really good. I'm very, very impressed with this. Yeah, that looks incredible. Okay, let me get around the back side. You can kind of see what that looks like down here. Here's the back. That texturing goes all the way through there. Look at that. That blue looks incredible. I'm guessing that's either painted in there or maybe it has the prism effect to give off that bluish tint. Really nicely done. Oh my gosh, this thing is so cool. I love this. Oh man. This is so wild. You know, I've been wanting one of these for a long time, and I've seen them on eBay popping up occasionally, and I couldn't tell what they were made of or what the quality of them was. I don't think they were as solid as this one is. I mean, this one really does have a solid look to it. Although when I opened the battery compartment on the bottom, I could see that it was hollow down in this area. So it is hollow in the middle, but it's thick. But then this whole front section, you can tell is solid because it feels more heavy around this part of it. But oh yeah, that's incredible. I will say it has some weight to it. It does have some heft. It does not feel cheap. It doesn't feel cheap at all. It feels like it's got some good quality to it. Yeah, I mean, it's not just some cheapy thing. I actually really feel like there's some quality that was put into this. Obviously, it was probably expensive to produce, and that's why it also has an expensive price, which I will talk about here in just a minute. But yeah, this is really cool. So, of course, we're going to have to check out the lights. There is a light feature on this, so we got to check that out. Okay, so I think this is probably going to be best looked at in complete darkness, but I'm going to turn it on now just so I can see because it's too dark when all the lights are out. Alright, so let's turn this on. So the switch is right down here. Okay. Oh, oh, oh. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Okay, wait, let me turn off the main light so we can check it out. Oh yeah, this is so cool. Wow. Okay, so it's got a bit of a bluish hue that It's probably not quite picking up on camera. Oh my gosh, this is really weird. It's got this kind of gold in here. That's really neat because we saw the iridescent blue that was on there, but now it's got this gold that's shining through here. And you can't even see this gold when you're just looking at it in regular light. It only shows up once you put the light on the inside. That is really, really awesome how they did that effect. Ooh, look at the eyes. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to get some close-ups again so we can take a look at the detail in here. But oh my God, oh wow, this is simply amazing. Okay, so hopefully I can get this to look right because the camera doesn't quite render the color. It has kind of like this bluish hue. I'm trying to kind of see if we could see it in here. You can kind of see it there a little bit, but it's kind of like a purplish blue. Unfortunately, the camera is washing it out. But see this gold in here? This is really wild. You do not see this gold in the regular light. At least I didn't notice it. Maybe I'll have to look at it again, but that is really cool. It only shows up once you got the interior light on. Oh man, this is so, so awesome. Wow, that is really, really wild. Look how good all of that looks. Really brings out that texturing that's on the inside there. Look down inside the eyes. You know, these eyes are really deep. I mean, my whole finger fits down inside here. That shows you how deep this goes in here. I mean, look at that. That's how deep those go. They're really, really far into the skull. Oh man, that looks so cool. Look at how beautiful that is. Oh man, that is just amazing. Wow, this is beautiful. Makes a nice, like mood lamp. I guess if you could use a skull, an alien skull as a mood lamp. Wow, that is incredible. There's the top. Look at all that cool gold texturing in there. That is amazing. Oh, God. Let me see. Let me turn on the main light again, and we'll see if that looks a little bit better. Okay, yeah, so I think the blue is showing up a little bit more in this lighting. You can kind of see it much more when you have the room lights on. Now, at the front of it, you'll notice it's kind of dark. The light is only on the main section of the skull, but you can kind of see that it doesn't light up at the very front. It would be cool if this kind of lit up too. Maybe if they put another LED in there. I'm assuming that's an LED that's lighting this up. But look at that. God, that is so cool. You can really see the deep plastic or the deep resin in there. Yeah, from further away, so you can really kind of pick up that blue hue much more. That's what it kind of looks like in person. You know, I don't think any picture or video is going to do this justice because it's really amazing. Actually, I kind of do like that the front is dark like that. It really kind of gives it a contrast. Wow. Oh, man. I love it. Disney really knocked it out of the park with this thing. That is really, really stunning. Okay, so this is really cool. I found out that when you turn it off, the light fades off really slow. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Let me turn it off. Now look at this. Oh, that is so cool. I didn't notice it, but on camera it looks like it kind of pulsates and then completely turns off. So when you turn it on, you'll notice it kind of comes on. It comes on quicker, but it's not like an instant on. It's kind of like a fade on, but a quick one. See how it just kind of fades on? But then when you turn it, oh, ooh, that's weird how the lighting keeps doing that. Okay, so now when I turn it off again, now watch how that fades out. Oh, that is so awesome. Oh my gosh. That is really, really cool. I love that they have that effect in there. Now, I was noticing, let me turn this back on again. I was noticing there is a seam. You can see the seam, this thing's pretty heavy. See this seam running right here? So the whole bottom of it looks like that's how they put it together. The whole top half of it, or the whole top part of it here, that looks like it's all one piece. But this here is where they must, cap it off, to have the electronics and the lighting in here. By the way, you can see the little Indiana Jones logo right there. But see how this kind of goes around here and around the edge? So you do see a seam on there, but at least it's down at the bottom where you're not going to notice it as much. Thank goodness they didn't put it straight across the middle here or straight across the top. So if you're going to have a seam, that was probably the best place to put it. But yeah, oh man, that's wild. I do wish that they would have done something better with this. They should have had this material on top of this. That would have been better. Or maybe have it so that you can put a cap on there, like a magnetic cap on there. I think the Shankara stones have that. That would have been something they could have done. Because that is kind of ugly. That's the only beef. But it's not like you're going to really be looking at the bottom of it anyway. I got to do that off thing again. Oh man, that is so awesome. Wow, I am so fascinated with this. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so let's talk about the price for this beast. So I hope you're prepared and sitting down. But it was $250. $250? Ouch. Yeah, I know. Very expensive. But having seen it in person now, I kind of get it. I kind of get it. It is not, it's not a cheap thing. Now, not to badmouth Sideshow Collectibles, but if Sideshow had made this, it would have been completely hollow. It probably would have been thin. It would have been very lightweight. It definitely would not have had all this solid resin in here. That definitely is impressive right in that area. It would have been kind of cheap, and that's kind of my problem with some of the Sideshow Collectibles things. This was obviously made with quality and a lot of research and development on it, especially getting that texture to look as good as it was. So yeah, I understand that it's expensive. Now, 250 bucks I think is kind of pushing it. I would have preferred to see this at around 200 bucks, I would say. I think that would have been a fair price to ask for something like this. But you know, prop replicas generally aren't very cheap, at least when they're made as nice as this one. So I kind of get it. It's probably not going to be for everybody. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is not a fan favorite for Indiana Jones fans. I personally love that movie. I think it's great. I think it's cool. It's got a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, there's plot holes and unbelievable things that happen in it, but if you watch all the Indiana Jones movies, that's how they all are. Those movies are meant to just be a fun joyride and escapism to its fullest amount, and that's why I love them so much. So even though that movie got some criticism, I really liked the Crystal Skull. I thought it was really cool. But alright, well anyway, if you want one of these, I'll put a link in the description, and I don't know how long they're going to be around. They're not limited editions or anything. I'm assuming Disney will keep making these as long as they sell. But that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you found it informative. And if you did, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. I very much appreciate it. And I'll see you on the next video. So thank you again, and have a good one.